Love and loyalty, fighting through the storm. A story of courage, loyalty, and long-distance love. Welcome back to EduSpark English. What if walking away was the only way to stay together? Today's story explores the struggle between career opportunities and love. Sophie must choose between a dream job in Tokyo and her relationship with Daniel, and both discover that love's greatest test comes when the heart and the future pull in opposite directions. Before we watch the full story, let's learn some key words that will help you understand the emotions and actions more clearly. Vocabulary. 1. Untouched. Adjective. Not used or changed, left as it is. 2. Pound. Verb. To hit something repeatedly with force. 3. Pale. Verb. To become pale or lose colour due to shock or fear. 4. Clench. Verb. To hold something tightly, often showing anger or determination. 5. Fierce. Adjective. Intense and strong, showing passion or determination. 6. Fuel. Verb. To give energy or motivation to something. Passion or determination. 6. Fuel. Verb. To give energy or motivation to something. Now that you know the words, let's see if you can connect them to their correct meanings. Words. 1. Untouched. 2. Pounding. 3. Paling. 4. Clenched. 5. Fierce. 6. Fuel. Meanings. A. To become pale from shock or fear. B. Left in the same state. Unused. C. Intense and passionate. D. To give energy or motivation. E. Hitting something repeatedly with force. F. Held tightly, showing strength or emotion. Great job. Next, let's think about some questions that connect the story to your own life. Think about these questions. 1. If you were offered your dream job in another country, but it meant leaving someone you love, what would you do? 2. Do you think long-distance relationships can last? Why or why not? When you watch the story, these strategies will help you catch both the feelings and the important details. Listening strategies. Listen for tone and emotion. Pay attention to how feelings change in the conversation. Focus on cause and effect. Identify what events cause the characters to act differently. Note key turning points. Listen for the moment where the decision changes. Now let's dive into the story and see how Sophie and Daniel face their biggest challenge yet, love and loyalty, fighting through the storm. Sophie sat across from Daniel in the cafe, her coffee untouched. Rain pounded the window like angry fists. "I got the job in Tokyo," she said, her voice shaking. "At least 2 years. We have to end this now. Long distance will destroy us." Daniel dropped his book, his face paling. "That's amazing, Soph, but no. We can't just quit." His hands clenched the mug so hard it cracked, coffee spilling like blood. Tears welled in Sophie's eyes. "Daniel, it's too far. Time zones, missed calls, growing apart. I've seen it ruin friends. I can't bear losing you slowly." He stood up abruptly, chair scraping loudly. The cafe went silent. "So that's it? After everything?" His voice cracked with hurt. "You'd throw us away for a job?" Sophie froze, heart racing. Memories flooded her. Him holding her through her mum's death, cheering at her graduation, fixing her world one small act at a time. But fear gripped her. Visions of lonely nights, fading love. Daniel paced, then stopped, breathing hard. "Wait. No. I won't let fear win." He sat back down, grabbing her hands fiercely. Remember when you had the flu and texted me memes during my huge presentation, even though you could barely see? Or when my car died in the dark and you drove through your worst fear to save me? That was different, she sobbed. That's us, he urged, eyes blazing. We fight for each other. Love isn't easy. It's showing up every damn day, even when it hurts like hell. What if we change? What if it's too much? She whispered, pulling away. He pulled her back, voice fierce. We will change, but we've always faced it together. Don't run now. Choose us. In that electric moment, Sophie felt the storm inside her break. She saw his trembling hands, his unwavering gaze. All the support he'd given rushed back, stronger than her doubts. Okay, she gasped, gripping him tight. We'll fight for it. We'll make it work. Daniel's face lit with relief. He kissed her hand desperately. Outside, the rain halted, sunlight piercing the clouds like a promise. Sophie knew then. Love is a spark, but loyalty fuels the fire through the darkest storms. You have to tend it, fiercely, every single day. Let's check how well you understood the main ideas and details with a quick true or false challenge. Indicate whether each of the following statements is true or false. 1. Sophie got a job in Tokyo and wanted to break up with Daniel. 2. Daniel believed they could make the relationship work, despite the distance. 3. Sophie feared they would grow apart due to time zones and missed calls. 4. Daniel reminded Sophie of times they had supported each other in the past. 5. In the end, Sophie decided to take the job and leave Daniel. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts and join the conversation. Let's speak. Can love survive long-distance relationships? You should. Think about trust, communication, and personal growth. Share real-life examples or stories you have heard. Consider both the emotional and practical sides. Finally, let's put your ideas into writing and reflect on a real-life or imagined situation. Let's write. Write a short essay about a time you or someone you know had to make a difficult decision between personal goals and a relationship. You should include what the choice was, why it was difficult, how the decision was made, the outcome and what you learned. If this story inspired you, stay connected with EduSpark English. Like, comment, follow on TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/EduSpark English for more lessons and stories.